I know I said I wouldn't do this one because it's all bullshit. The whole thing is just, if the defamation case and all of the trial things that actually happened before, if you go to that and read some of the stuff, because anyone's allowed to read it, so somebody helped me out with it. And if you go to read some of it, the actual crap, the thing here is this guy, this guy is yin fire and he sits on wood, which is a rabbit. So when I look at a chart, I can tell you what is what, etc., etc. So for him, every witness, apparently there were 20 whatever something witnesses. So every witness in those 21 witnesses, if I was an investigator, a real investigator, I would be looking at those 21 witnesses, or those witnesses that were from wherever all this occurred in Afghanistan. I would be looking up which television network paid for their hotel accommodation for a whole year, right? Telling them what to say and what to do. So nobody did that. Nobody gave a hoot, etc. And who did that? Some golden boy. The golden boy is Nick McKenzie. I can't be bothered doing his chat or Chris Masters' chat because you know what? The golden boy has fallen. So the golden boy, his own station, he's the Australian investigative journalist, and he won the defamation trial of the century. Like I said, the higher you get, the lower you fall, or the harder you fall. So he had this historic federal court lawsuit that was brought by, it was against this decorated soldier, okay, who is yin fire on wood. Now the wood here feeds the fire. So this guy, yes, he is a wick, and he is the wick to, how do we put it? He is the wick to the candle to show the way, right? The Pied Piper, if you want to call it. And he is also the wick to the bomb. So he's perfect for a soldier. Seriously, he really, really is. So all this shit came out after. No, I'm not beeping the shit thing. All this came out after he received the Victorian Cross. So he received the Victorian Cross because, how do you put it? He basically risked his life. Okay, he risked his life for more than one unit. And so this goes back to 2009. So 2009, one of the things, or a couple of the things, and then 2012. So why didn't it happen before he got the Victorian Cross? Even though the people at the top, like the people that were above him, all the people at the top above him deny any of this even happened. However, a television station decides to bring all those people who are actually here in Australia, and they are part of the tally, blah, 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 all right? Yeah, just in case. Don't come at me. I'm just the messenger. All right. So even though a judge ruled 4 of those apparent 6 murder allegations against him were were true or not true, so the whole thing. But he is Australia's most decorated living soldier. He got arrested in front of his children, all of that. I'm sure you've seen it. Anyway, so these witnesses, if you read it, I dare you to read it. Some of these witnesses were that he heard a friend talking to a friend. Do you know what I mean? I can't believe this is even in court. What I would be asking, the questions I would be asking is the guy that is one of the witnesses, and apparently he was on 60 Minutes. That guy also killed 2 children, but he's not on war crimes, right? He admitted he made a mistake and all of that. But somebody made up about him. Yeah. So to the person that started this, Nick McKenzie, mate, you breached, he actually even said it, he breached his effing ethics, not my words, his words. So he has won 20 Walkley Awards. He's won Journo of the Year. Who gives a shit? Right? And then his partner in crime, Chris Masters, he's also known for his investigative reporting on ABC's Four Corners. And we know how that went for another investigative journos who actually tried, what was his name? I forgot his name. He's so gorgeous. I've actually done a thing on him before. That he did this when they changed the footage. So do you understand how bad this looks for them? How disgusting. So now his boss, Channel 9, his boss, they paid out $700,000 to prevent allegations against him going public. $700,000. So it's to silence it, whatever the woman was going to tell about for 50 years or whatever crap. So can you see how this is not looking good for him or his mate? And the whole thing was he used this woman and his ex to find out information, and that's why he, Ben Robert Smith, that's why he lost that appeal against the network. Yeah, 700,000. It must have been bloody good, mate. Must have been bloody good. So these are things from 2009. And when you read what's in the claims and what's in what the witnesses have said, nobody actually saw anything. Nobody. And in what was it? In 60 Minutes, where apparently the cliff and all that, yeah, it's just like your driveway. It's a slope. It's like that. Someone actually said it's like a driveway. So I asked a lot of people about this that I knew would know, that sort of thing. So he got the Victorian Cross because there was the whole team, etc. They were pinned down, and he just went through there, and yeah. So Nick McKenzie and Chris Masters, that's their names. I have to look again. They wrote that article, and who has committed war crimes now? Yeah. The thing is, the people at the top, like his what would you call them? His seniors, they all said this did not happen, but they were removed. They were removed from court. So, I'm the judge or the whatever, and the person that said, I heard a friend telling a friend telling a friend, that stays, but his seniors who speak highly of him and said that did not happen. There is no support that this actually happened. They're believing the friend of a friend of a friend, yeah, who were all those witnesses though have all been pissed off with him somehow or another because they were part of the team as well, but they were removed. That's your own bad luck, you dickheads. That's right. So a journo is not a judge, but how beautiful is it that he will be on trial soon? All right. But you can actually go and read the defamation paper. And the whole thing, it's like, I can't believe that they paid a whole year to these witnesses who were part of the ta. And they're here in Australia. They're here in Australia. You know, it's like what you hear about in the US, that so and so's daughters and whatever that was killed. He was a bad guy, but they come and go all the way to Iran and back to the US, and wear whatever they want, and then want the country dead. The country that saved you, the country that you're friggin' wearing bikinis in and things like that. This is so shameful. I can't tell you how shameful this is. I mean, I can see his chart. He is somebody that he has the dog. The dog is humble. He has the rabbit. He's quick like that, right? He's like a firecracker. Yeah, and he has the horse, which is spirit. So, why is this happening to him? Firstly, what happened was in 2024, the shit hit the fan from 2023, and he was trapped. So, he was trapped between heaven and the underworld. Because he has that dog, he was trapped. So, anything he said was like slap on the face, punch in the gut. Nobody gave a shit. I'm telling you, nobody gave a shit. Then comes 2025, and 2025 is the information. Something had to give for that information so that he doesn't suffocate. And it did happen last year, and it happened before December even ended, and that was when it was that this Nick, the investigative journalist, is that his name? Yeah. Nick, the investigative, the golden boy, okay, the golden boy who had this historic federal court lawsuit and all of this. Sack eggs, you. All right. So if you are half-assed, or if you were half what this man is, that protected his own people, etc., etc. Yeah. So I can't say more than that because, yeah. You know what? I'm sick of starting new social pages. Anyway, so this guy is, he is what you say. He actually is what you say. And because what I see a lot of is the yin fire element, is they just keep copying it, right? And they do have the warmth. That yin fire has the warmth. They're the Pied Piper. Even though the Pied Piper played the flute and people walked off the cliff type of thing. But he is the Pied Piper. He has that warmth. He has heart. Yes, he killed people, etc., etc. That's his job. So now he's getting in trouble for his job. The thing here is, why didn't his seniors get in trouble for what they sent him to do? And why didn't the government get in trouble for what they've told them to do? Because this isn't our whatever. So they got the info, Canberra got the info from the US. The US gave Canberra the info. Canberra then tells them what to do. So why didn't anybody at the top get in trouble over that? Nobody. So you know what? Now, if he needs money to fund his campaign, I'll find him some money. That sort of stuff. All right. So you guys were really, really persistent with this. I haven't been following it, but once I asked a few people and everyone gave me a bit here and a bit here. And I just thought, what? That's right. And if you listen to the witnesses, one of the witnesses, somebody said, what did they say about the witness? He couldn't even see where he was peeing, yet he could see far into the distance that it was him. He pushed somebody over a cliff, which is not a cliff. 60 Minutes, it's a slope. Someone also called it like a slope on the driveway. So yeah, I know I have a lot of people that I adore because I can just say, hey, what do you know about this? Yeah. And so yeah, the pot calling the kettle black. This guy, I mean, what was this one? This guy actually, he had no body armor, right? And he was that brave. He went and saved. And so a few of the other people were like removed. Why were they removed? Because you don't have the balls to do what he did. And that's why these people are coming to talk about it. They want a Victorian cross. Yeah. You don't get one being a wanker. Oops, did I say that loud? Oh, shit. All right. I hope that helps. But no, and the fact that he has wood to burn this fire means he calculates, right? Because the yin fire that he is like this black box. So he has seen this already happen. Like, like in movies when you see it and they can calculate it like that just in the air. Um, he's like that. He has a black box and the black box does not forget. So Nick, yep. Golden Boy Nick McKenzie and Chris Masters. Yeah, I would sue your ass off, man. Yeah. And I would say to people, go ahead, fund him because, yeah, eat my shorts. Have a good week.